Alright, I guess we're live. What is up, guys? This is Tyler with Truth and Life Paranormal.
And this is Matthew with Truth and Life Paranormal.
Alright, guys, so it's been a while since we've actually been able to stream and do something. We're just both busy in life. And just to start off, I want to congratulate Matt. I don't know if you guys can tell, but in a minute you're going to be able to tell that Matt has lost some weight. So we're going to go into his story on that a little bit. Just to show that we have been busy, okay?
Busy.
Yeah, and we do have more plans coming up, guys. So just be prepared for that. We do have a video coming out soon from the Pioneer Saloon, and I have some other projects I'm working on. So be on the lookout, guys. Let me get you guys over to see us real quick. And if you guys are just in the stream now, welcome. I appreciate you guys being here. And if you guys are coming in after the video has been on live, welcome too. And just please subscribe and like. And guys, this is real stuff that we do. So please come in and join us on this journey as we raise awareness of the paranormal and what's going on out there. That's just what we're a part of, and we hope to share it with you guys. So
nothing but the truth.
Yes. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but Matt has lost some weight, and compared to some of the videos that we've done, if you guys go back and see that, you'll be able to see clearly. Do you want to get on your story on how that journey's been?
I don't know if you guys noticed, but I caught diabetes a while back. Didn't even know it, and you got to really watch yourself. And just kept on gaining more weight, and so I went on a carnivore diet. Started eating carnivore, and I barely have diabetes anymore. Pretty good.
Yeah. So
I do 5-10 miles a day.
Yeah. Jogging
and running, and yeah.
Yeah. So it's been good for him. He's happy, and hopefully it keeps up from there.
Mm-hmm.
We're actually, guys, what we're here today for, though, is our Acadia Ranch paranormal investigation that we conducted last year in, what was it, August? No,
yeah.
I can't remember. I have the date somewhere in the video, guys. So in the description below, too, if you guys go over to the description below, there in the description is the paranormal investigation if you guys want to watch that back. If you don't want to watch it here, this is just a review analysis that we're doing. So I hope you guys can join us and watch us.
We had a lot of out of the ordinary stuff there.
Yeah, it was kind of it was a weird. When we first got here, I did not expect the stuff that happened.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, it's weird. I mean, I don't know. We have to go more than once, and this one was an exciting one for us. So I hope you guys can watch with us, and we'll explain the night. I think if we give our perspective a little more on these nights, people will start understanding, because we get a lot of unbelievers in here, and believers alike. So we just want to explain to everybody our perspective on what happened this night, the activity we might have experienced, so that we can continue in the right direction, guys. I'm going to pull up a chat here real quick so I can see what you guys are saying. Diamond Hudson, welcome in.
Welcome.
But let's get started here. Guys, I'm just going to check on something just real fast. Downstairs. I don't know if you guys can hear dogs barking, but I got to check on that real quick. So let me be right back, guys. Alright guys, we're back. Alright, so let's get started, guys. This is going to be a good one. So let's just start, and we'll stop as we go through this, and if there's an important thing we need to say, we'll explain it to you guys.
From what we understand, well, you got the newspaper article.
Okay.
He found the gun on the kitchen table, which is somewhere in here.
Wow.
And took
I'm
it
gonna
outside.
I'm gonna
playing
run
with
it through this intro, and then we'll.
Shot himself in the head.
It was kind of hard to hear him because of the muffled voice.
Are you in here?
What was that? Sound like
Oh,
a
shh,
beep.
shh. If you're trying to speak, I ask that you speak up. What was that? We land our next investigation in Oracle, Arizona, at the Acadia Ranch Museum. This house was built in the 1800s, and in 1882 was a home for a health resort. The house served as a post office, guest ranch, a hotel, a place for TB patients, and even a morgue. The house is most known today for being a refuge for TB patients who found Oracle's clean air to benefit their health. When they would die, the bodies would be stored on site until picked up and taken away. With the history, accidents, and TB deaths taking place at this location, there are also many reports of paranormal activity. What kind of paranormal activity do you get reports of here?
We've had doors open and close. Some people have heard footsteps on the wood. The first group that came here, I stayed with them a while, and they were setting up their equipment. And we walked into this next room, and one of the guys asked me if I smelled anything. And I sniffed the air, and there was a smell of like a sweet tobacco. And they put a little mini camera on a tripod, like right in the middle of a table here. And they went in one of the rooms and were setting up equipment, and they heard a crash. Came out and found the camera on the floor, the tripod on the floor.
That camera was basically in the
It
middle.
was right in the middle of the table.
That's something.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's go wherever else you want to go.
Stove actually works. Sink works too.
You have a working bathroom in here too,
Yes,
right?
we do.
Okay,
I'll
just
show
making sure.
you
In case we need to, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, just in case. I mean, I just wanted to know. We don't have to
Okay,
use it right now.
it's right in there. This is the ice house. This is what it used to look like. Made out of adobe.
Are you hearing whispering?
I just heard somebody say something.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too.
You hear that? Huh. Yeah, so guys, so right in there, this is just the walkthrough. We're not even set up and ready to go, obviously. He's given us the rundown of the place like they usually do, just for safety issues and just to get a backstory on all the hauntings that might be taking place so we know where to look. When I was walking through here, it sounded like there were whispers coming through, and obviously we didn't catch it here. I didn't note it because it wasn't loud enough if there was. But it's something worth noting because that's an area we could check later on in the future when we go back here, because we are planning a trip back to the Acadia Ranch. But when we go back here, these are the things we note in the investigation videos so that we can keep, track of everything that is claimed or experienced. But I heard whispers once when we walked up there. I didn't say anything, and then I felt like, I heard like it was doing it again or something. Like something was trying to talk, but they didn't hear, or he didn't hear it. Matt, I think, heard something. But we're going through the walkthrough. I just say, yeah, let's just continue because it's kind of weird, just to stop and just think you're hearing something, but it could just been the draft or something going through.
Yeah.
So.
And
I don't even know what it was. Honestly, I can't tell you.
right then, you started feeling a roller coaster of emotions and stuff like that. Started getting really weird.
Yeah. So let's continue, guys.
See where you'll see the temperature change there.
So this is an old temperature gauge, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. That's
But
pretty
it works pretty good though.
We heard rumors that they stored the bodies in there for a while with the TV stations.
I'll show you where
Oh, that's
stored the
another
body.
one.
That's another one.
Okay.
Right there.
This is the hospital bed of what the hospital bed looked like in the 1920s.
Did you hear that?
In the 1920s.
Did you hear that?
No.
In the 1920s.
Did you hear that?
No.
I heard a woman.
Okay.
She said hi or something. Right here. It was like right here.
I didn't hear nothing.
And we
Yeah.
have a story about one of the nurses.
Yeah.
So, did we catch something there? Yeah. So there was, Matt was saying he heard something. I didn't hear anything because I'm obviously into the story that's going on. Just to make sure I get all the details
The
down.
hospital bed.
So I wasn't paying attention.
It sounded like a woman's voice.
All right.
Really, really, you know.
Yeah. So let's just see what.
The hospital bed looked like in the 1920s.
Did you hear that?
No.
In the 1920s.
Did you hear that?
No.
In the 1920s.
Did you hear that?
No.
I heard.
I mean, when I heard that the first time, I was thinking it might have been him, that thing I noted, but
Yeah.
it didn't sound right in the way it was flowing out. Like, I don't think he would be talking like that and then make that noise. But then again, I don't know. There's a mask on him.
I don't think we've been anywhere to get response that early.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
So, I mean, is that a response? Possibly, but it's one of those things I note again. Maybe next time we go in this room and see if we get some more responses. So this is the, they don't even know what this room was really used for in the day. It was just a makeshift little hospital room they turned it into. But a lot of history in these items.
This place is like a touch and go.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just constantly making us go here, there. It was like a merry-go-round.
Yeah.
It was baiting us. That's what it was doing. Spirits were.
Yeah. So just let's go with the walkthrough here, guys.
Another
in case you
woman.
didn't watch it first time we.
She said hi or something. Right here. It was like right here.
I didn't hear nothing.
And we
Yeah.
have
Really
a story
strange.
about one of the nurses
Yeah.
that died of TB. And supposedly roams this place still tending to her patients. That's one of the legends.
So was this used for a hospital room, or what was this, just a regular room back in the day?
It might have been when it was a TB place.
Okay.
You know, we can't say for sure, and I can't say for sure.
Yeah.
Uh,
And who knows where everything was at the time?
Yes,
right? So a lot of this stuff, like that wheelchair, is probably not from here, right? That wheelchair is probably from the.
I think it
other place.
is, yeah.
It is from here or from the other place?
I'd have to check.
So how many
that.
people do you think have passed away in this
I did
place?
hear from another investigator. This is one of the doors that would
This,
open and
this is
shut.
the one
right?
that, yeah.
Okay.
This is the one that they shut and it opened.
Okay.
Little Bill Cody and William Neal. He's one of the owners of this place at one time.
So guys, just to say this real quick, this place was a TB hospital back in the day. So they did have people come here and die. And you guys are about to see exactly where they would place these bodies in this place. You know, Oracle it was a cool place to go to in Arizona back in the day. So they thought taking those TB patients there would help out.
Here's Buffalo Bill Cody again.
All right, what's next?
Let's see. Okay, here's
Sorry,
the
cameraman.
where we heard that they used to store the bodies.
Okay. So this is where they
It
used to
was
store the bodies.
a temporary makeshift mortuary until the people from Tucson could come
I just
up
thought I heard a
and
whisper.
pick up the body.
How long did it take for them to possibly get the body, do you think?
I'd say a few days.
Yeah.
At least, yeah. We got a couple gals that work in the office here taking care of stuff. They said that they used to always hear water dripping. Like the sound of
really
water
good
dripping.
stuff.
So they go up and they check the sinks and they were all tightened up. It's just stories I heard or read about was in the room where the
So I'm just gonna stop it here. John here, he's the one that, you know, let us in. He sounds like more of a skeptic. He is in control of some of the stuff here, but he's not always in this place, so he's not able to experience everything. So he's given us a lot of stories. Now he did, I think, at one time, the first time they would let people in here, he was with them, and that's when that camera issue on the table happened. I think he might have left before that. I don't remember, so don't call me on that. But he's not always there. So we get into this place thinking we don't even know what's going to happen.
Right.
Like, we didn't expect it to happen like this. We were just getting all these stories like you always do at these haunted places, and you go along with it. So,
and to tell you the truth, that I really don't want to know anything when I go into a place. Tyler checks up on all that. Yeah. I just like to go into a place blind. That way, if I capture something or see something, you know, it just adds on to somebody else's story.
Yeah. So, I mean, I like going into places because I want to know what we're looking for. And, you know, sometimes you go to these places and the things you're told, something else happens somewhere else. It's a good, you know, blueprint, though.
And that's a Porter saddle. That's made a long time ago.
Yeah.
You know, not 1800s, but, you know, I think 70s.
Yeah.
Right around there.
Yeah, a lot of historical items in here. So it's not just, you know, a place. It's a museum today.
Yeah.
So.
The makeshift morgue was that a couple was spending the night with the family that owned the house, and the next morning they went to the family and thanked them for turning up the heat. You know, it was in winter time, and the family said, "We didn't get up and turn up your heat," so they couldn't figure out what happened there.
Crazy. I didn't know there was that much history because you don't see it too much online, but
no, there's a lot of history in this area. This is our mining exhibit. Samuel Mine is right down the road. One time was
so this place right here, we were filming right here. We got a lot of people have a skeptic about orbs, but I caught a lot of elongated orbs here, and I don't think we put it in here. Because you know, we just don't like to say, oh, you know, it could be something else. But in this place was truly orbs that I saw. But we just we don't.
I think he brings this up because there is a point in time in this area where I think we saw some. I might have included it in this video. I just can't remember. But again, let's just put it this way, guys. If we showed orbs as being evidence, true evidence of ghosts, it might be, but it's not going to progress the paranormal field in a way that it's going to bring a lot of scientists in, because you know, they can debunk certain things that look like orbs. So we're trying to catch things that are bigger and more concrete and concise within the paranormal field.
And the only reason why I said this, because these orbs were like any other orbs I haven't seen. They were really like elongated, like a spear, and greenish, and it was really weird. I'm like, oh, so.
Yeah. So I'm not totally against it, because it might be something paranormal, but I think the end result is, if I showed this to somebody that is trying to take this seriously and progress the field, are they going to take that as evidence of ghost?
We cut out a lot of evidence of stuff that we catch, but we just don't want nobody to say, oh, you guys, we're not fake, we're the real thing.
Yeah. And again, there are things we present in this as being maybe evidence, and that's what, you know, continues this field. You know, the more we catch, the more, you know, strong the activity gets. You know, we're hoping for that holy grail of holy grails in the paranormal, which is a full body apparition that everybody, you know, claims to see. So that's the goal at the end of the day.
Just underground copper mine. The lady that owned the property and donated it to us, who just died this past year or 2 years ago. There's a trailer back here. She lived in it. Nobody lives in it now. But she said she came down here one evening to get something. When she walked in, she felt real heavy, and it got dark. Real dark and heavy, and she was kind of having a little trouble breathing. So she backed out and felt okay, but she said from then on she
Did you hear that bump behind us?
Here at night.
So she won't come up here at night?
Yeah, she wouldn't come in when it was dark, yeah. And she said that she heard a story that
I was just so
a
into
little
the
kid was
story.
murdered here.
Keep going.
And then the person that murdered her got killed
I
here
didn't hear
too,
anything
but
either.
we can't find any
I was so
documentation
into the
of that.
story.
So
that
it
I
seems like
just-
a lot of
I
stuff
wasn't hearing
happened
it.
at this.
You can hear
this
things
house.
popping and
Yeah.
stuff.
Is that right?
You did
Yeah,
hear it in the
probably,
video.
with the ranch being a ranch and health resort, hotel,
And this place in here is
TV
completely dark.
sanatorium.
But that
Yeah,
light
there's
is
a lot of
going
people.
on.
This actually
Hold on a
became a
second.
popular
Let me
place.
go back real quick here.
Health resort, hotel, the TV
See
sanatorium.
that?
Yeah,
I
that's what
mean,
I'm talking about.
there was that kind of stuff all over there.
And then this, it could
Health
be the
resort,
light possibly
hotel,
reflecting, because I
the
did see something right here too.
TV
watching.
sanatorium.
Yeah.
Right here, right here.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. This actually became a popular
It was above your guys' head.
health resort,
But
hotel.
again, we
the
will include these
TV
things in here.
sanatorium.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't as light.
There's a lot of people.
But we're not
This
gonna
actually
mark them
became
as
a popular
evidence of
place
something
for
paranormal.
people to come during the summer because it was
When you're inside
at least
there
10 degrees cooler.
and it's completely
The
dark,
story is that a
you
midwife
got the lights, you
lived
can
here.
see the orbs. I mean,
And back in those days, birth could sometimes be difficult back then. No doctors around.
So guys, we just got a tour of the location, and we're going to get ready to set up and do some investigating. We have a lot of history to really walk into, so guys, I hope you could join us and enjoy it. So guys, this is where we start our investigation. Alright guys, so we just set up a stationary camera that's going to be facing this wall
I
right
wish
there.
that we would have had the cameras we have now.
I know.
To then.
So yeah guys, to note, I didn't note this in the video, those stationary cameras I've had for just a few years, but they're very cheap night vision cameras, and for some reason they don't like to run on charger and plugged in while running. They still give out. So we only had a few, like not a few minutes, but maybe about 20 minutes each on each of those cameras we set up, which isn't enough. And we'll go more in detail on that.
The EMF detector, which will alert us if anything goes off. I think we're going to start our EMF sweeps now.
So again, guys, in the beginning there was a boy that was shot by accident. He shot himself because he grabbed his dad's gun. He was playing with it outside. I don't remember. If you guys don't remember from the beginning, this is the story that was being told. Shot himself by accident, very tragic, and he's buried just down the road here on the side of the road, I think is what they said.
That's pretty common too for
Yeah.
kids to do that.
So we set down a ball down here with the EMF detector to detect maybe any movement.
Yeah.
We don't know if there's any children really here, but might be. Who knows? So it's something we tested.
Did you hear that? Something was scuffling around over there. Yeah.
I heard that.
Okay.
Did you hear knocks?
No, I heard a knock
That's what I said.
over here.
So you hear Matt take a step on the floor, and you hear the floor creak or pop. It's the wood floor, and then you hear a little like a knock.
Yeah.
Don't know where that came from. It could have been that area
Right.
right there where it pops sometimes. Who knows? But
Yeah.
I
And
mean, it was weird to hear.
I didn't
that.
hear Tyler say, "Did you hear that?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Did you hear that?"
He said, "I heard a knock." I was like, "That's what I said."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here, we'll do it again.
I heard that. Did you hear knocks?
No, I heard a knock
That's what I said.
over here.
Okay, hold on. Let's.
So this is a part where you guys need to wear the headphones. I mean, just because of the nature of this stuff, you just need headphones if you can get to them. So you guys have a better experience. But again, guys, what I'm doing right now is setting up still, getting things taken out and set up, and Matt's just walking around, doing his own thing.
Feeling the vibes.
Yeah,
You know.
so that's where we're at right now. I seem to be always setting up stuff when things start happening or do happen. The Whaley House happened that same exact way.
Hello?
You hear that?
Did you hear that?
Crazy.
Somebody just told me hello back. Really? Yeah.
So it's really quick, guys. You hear the little snaps from the floor again, or maybe me messing with some cords, and then you hear like this fast hello, hello. When Matt was listening to this, I guess he thought it was a girl.
Yeah, it
But
sounded
it
like a
sounds
little.
like a male to me coming over.
You guys got to realize that my ears are messed up. I've did a lot of driving school buses and heavy equipment for years, and my ears are toned differently. Where I pick up a lot of stuff that other people don't.
Yeah. So again, there is something there. You know, at the time I didn't hear anything. I'm in the other area, so this is all Matt's experience, and there is something there backed up, and we are including this because there is something. To me, it sounds like it's saying hello, and you know, it's kind of odd. I mean, I don't know what to say to that.
Did you hear that? Somebody just told me
I mean,
hello
if I
back.
heard it-
I was happy. I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
finally.
Hello? Can you do that again?
So
We appreciate
I'm
you
trying
talking
get
to
in there
us.
quick, and
I'm gonna try to communicate with them real quick. and
Okay.
see. Hello? If you can hear me, can you say hello back, please?
hey, breezy blue sky, welcome. You're not too late. We just started not too long ago.
I'll introduce
Welcome.
myself. I know I just kind of barred it in and took over, but my name's Tyler. I come here to visit you. I come all the way
you
from
see that right
Phoenix.
No, back it up.
Right in here.
I come all the way from.
Yeah.
I didn't see that before.
Wanted to visit the ranch.
I gotta go back a little.
There's a lot of stuff
But
there,
my
guys,
name's
that
Tyler.
you don't see. And if you guys see
I come
something,
here to visit
mark it.
you.
Yeah, mark it in the comments.
I come
Something
all the way
took
from
off, but
Phoenix.
I don't know. Again, it's an orb type of thing.
Yeah. All those orbs all over that
I just
place.
wanted to visit the ranch.
It's raining hard outside, I think.
So I'd
That's
like
good.
if you come out and
You
say
see right
hello,
above you?
please. I want to have a
Rewind
conversation.
it back.
My name's
Right
Tyler.
above
This
you on
is
the left
Matt.
corner there. You'll see something
Hello?
fly up right there.
I saw other things too.
Hello, please. I want to have a conversation. My name's Tyler. This is Matt.
Hello?
No,
Right there.
There it was.
Can you
Yeah.
tell me where
But
you're
you know,
from?
that looked like it could have been a
It
bug.
could have been a bug too.
Yeah, it's too
Alright,
fast,
so
too small.
I just wanted to introduce ourselves real quick. Now we're going to walk through and just do this EMF sweep just to see if there's any
Okay.
usual or unusual hits here. We're going to try to make this a fast sweep.
You know, when we film the whole night. I mean,
Well,
we
especially
don't take
this
any
night.
breaks.
Yeah, we went, I think, 7-8 hours.
And that camera gets
It
heavy.
would be cool to see that black light on this chair, just see if there's any.
Sure.
So Matt had a black light, so I wanted to see if there was any sort of residue just coming off of it.
Is there?
I don't know, it looked like scratches.
You know, that's when you get a place like that. A lot of people get stuff from museums and put them in there. It's not really
You,
even good things
let us
because they usually burn
stop
that
in
stuff.
and
You know what I mean?
talk to you guys. Made a 2-hour trip out here.
You hear that?
Well,
Running and stuff.
This is the
Huh?
area
Did you
where
run
we
outside?
heard what I said. That knock might have been that, because this thing, you'll see in another part of the video, it made the same sound. It seems to be, you know, just wood floors popping throughout, you know, maybe heat and stuff getting to it. Change of temperature can possibly pop wood. So
I heard a bump. That thing bumped.
Did you run into it?
Nope. It was over here.
Well,
Did you hit it?
you had to hit that. You didn't hit that.
No, I wasn't even close to it.
You go. You had to hit that. I didn't hit it. Look at.
yeah, I'm trying to test it out and see what the hell.
Just try this over.
Like, I don't understand
back that
why
way.
I'm hearing a
I was
knock.
walking right here. Just like this. Got you. Now doing it again.
All right. Well, if that was you,
That's where I was like, that's kind of weird.
thank you. We made a long trip from Phoenix, a 2-hour drive. So this equipment we got, don't be afraid of it. Just will let us know that you are here and that we can communicate with you easier.
So please come and
Well, that's where
talk
they
to us.
store the
I'm
bodies,
sure you've
right?
seen other people do this.
Right there.
So I'm in the room where they stored the bodies. Right now I'm just showing you guys how we walk through and, you know, conduct these. We just talk and, you know, try to, you know, bring out anything, say the right things. You see this face right here?
That looks weird. What's that called? Pareidolia?
Yeah, it's called pareidolia.
We see that all the time.
Yeah,
Like, oh
it's
my God.
making images out of things that aren't really there.
Yeah.
Seeing things smile, like looking up in the clouds. You make pictures out of the clouds. That's pareidolia. I'm not going to harm you with it. We can't harm you.
I just sort of bump, but it could have been me walking in.
We just want to have a conversation. I'd really like to know who's here. Can you give me your name? I'm just going to go in the restroom to see if there's any hits. Sorry if you're using the restroom. I'm just trying to say anything to be personal. I said sorry if you're using the restroom.
And they're using the bathroom.
Okay. We're going to record this door shutting. Is it right there? Do you want to show that door? All right. It was hot in there that day because we had the
Shut
back
it.
door. So if this opens up, so air would
Shut it.
Well, I want to shut it fully.
About 80.
That way we know if we hear that. That's how it sounds. Okay.
We're not going to shut it fully because it doesn't
Right.
really want to. And the doorknob's kind of loose, so if it gets stuck.
Next time we
We'll leave
go
it
put some
shut.
motion detectors
Don't
on.
be shy of us, please. We only want to say hello.
There's the
Get to
heart
know
right
you.
there in that place.
I heard there's a guy they call George here. I'd like to meet you. No, you want to hold down the fort? If you're not George, let us know who you really are. Matt's going to take over for just a second, guys. I got to run somewhere real quick. I can. Be right back. Is that you moving in there?
You always hear something scuffling around in there. You can hear in the background.
Can you give us
like
a knock if you're
somebody
somewhere
talking with the
in
earphone.
the other
on.
room? A loud one? You can do it at any time.
It's almost like you can hear him giggling sometimes.
I was like, I felt a spider web, but there's actually a spider web on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was one on me earlier.
So there are cobwebs in here, guys. So if anyone reports feeling like, what is it usually the report of feeling your skin crawl?
Being touched.
Could possibly, yeah, you could possibly be running a cobweb. Still no hits on the K2. Is anybody in here?
I think that place was made in sections.
You are in here.
When
This
they built
device
it.
I'm holding in my hands
It seems like
light
it's an
up
old
some rainbow
schoolhouse at
colors
first.
to let me know that you're with me. If you try to knock it out of my hand or something, it will let me know that you're with me. It'll light up this doorway, and I heard like two voices. First one, I kind of just like,
Yeah.
nah, that's not nothing. But the second voice, I heard it and I had to say something. So I don't know what it is with this.
Seems like there's like a vortex or something there.
So guys, still no abnormal hits on this.
Yeah.
So this is a good sign because if anything later on in the night makes this flash, we can investigate to see if there's a natural cause, but right now there's nothing making it go off. So
But if
I'm not
it
saying
was
every
lights
flash is
came-
going to be paranormal,
it'd be
but
going
we
off
will
like crazy.
investigate it as it comes. So we don't like going live stream too much on these places because once we do, there's EMF being shot out the phone. So if we're looking for EMF spikes, for paranormal activity spikes, I should say, we've got to roll out everything natural first.
Right.
So that's
Well-
one of the reasons why. But
The ghost meters are good,
yeah,
but the
this is a good example.
K2 is not good at all. You can actually walk forward and it'll light up and walk back. You can really trick the people,
Yeah.
whoever does that, you know.
Children in here, don't be scared. This is just a ball. You can play with it, kick it. If you want to move it right now, go ahead. And this device right here will just let us. If there are any children in here, don't be scared. This is just a ball. You can play with it, kick it.
It was like a
If you want to move it
little
right now,
scuffle
go
and
ahead.
like a small voice.
And this device right here will just let us know that you're by it.
It was
Not gonna hurt you?
before that.
I know. We'll just pass it. Where was that?
I think you heard it
A
too.
creek? Well, I heard creaks
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard there was a kid that killed himself by accident. His grave is down by the road a little bit. There's another one right in there. What? Did you see that? Shot yeah, I heard there was a kid that killed himself by accident. His grave is down by the road a little bit.
Yeah.
What?
Well, you know, when I was
Are
here,
you okay?
I was so involved in. I mean, I was just feeling all these different vibes going through me, and it kind of put me in a little daze there.
Yeah.
And that never really happens to me. It was like something was trying to get, you know,
Yeah, I know.
get through me. It was like,
And this is what I'm bringing up right
Really
now.
weird.
So I'm mentioning to Matt, like, what the heck? I mean, are you
Yeah,
still
it was
here
like-
with me, or?
it was almost like something was trying to take over me at one point there.
Yeah. So here,
was really
just
crazy.
watch it right here.
Yeah.
I feel like you're not listening to what I'm saying or something. Like you're in another dimension somewhere. As I am trying to figure out why Matt seems so distant, it sounds like the ghost meter is going off, although I can't recall hearing it at the time. Yeah, guys, so at this time, you hear a beep, and that is the normal ghost meter sound. That's just the classic sound it makes.
Yeah.
I don't think you were holding anything at the time. I'm not. I'm just holding a flashlight and... I feel like you're not listening to what I'm saying or something. I don't know what I'm saying. You're in another dimension somewhere. I feel like you're not listening to what I'm saying or something. Like you're in another... You only have one of those, right?
Yeah.
I mean, mine doesn't work. The sound, I got one. It works, but the sound does not work because the wires are cut on it for the sound. So I don't recall hearing this ghost meter, EMF meter going off, but there is sounds going on. So I believe my phone is off at this time because I wanted to make sure it doesn't interfere. So, and even if it was, it shouldn't do that because I don't see the ghost meters go off that easily.
It was
that far away with the phone.
It was almost like we were in a dream. It was
Yeah.
like a dreamy, you know, like a slow motion. You know,
Yeah,
like,
it was. I mean, that's exactly.
like a car accident, you know, with that glass coming in real slow.
You're just not paying attention. Like
Yeah,
I
right.
wasn't paying attention, obviously, because dimension somewhere. I feel like you're not listening to what I'm saying or something. Like you're in another dimension somewhere. This device will just beep for us. How about this? Maybe you'll like this device better. Guess not.
You're sure they bring a lot of stuff, huh?
Yeah. I'm not lying right now.
Don't tell me.
Look at my
Is it a
hair.
little staticky
Yeah.
for you?
I'm feeling the same way.
It just feels
Are you hearing static?
Yeah.
like very electric over here right now.
Yeah, I feel it right around the area there where you were at.
You hear that?
Yeah. So, anyways, guys, right here, I'm just walking over getting something, and I feel like just like through my arm up into my head, I just feel this electric, almost like chills, but it wasn't chills. It was just like this electric, staticky type of thing I just walked into, and it's like I walked into something, and it feels like there's just so much electrical things going on right now that I shouldn't have walked into. But keep that in mind for later in this area
Almost
too.
like a charged air.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
Like I just remember stating it went up my arm a little bit, up into my head. It's kind of a weird experience. Like it's not chills. It's not just a regular static feel. It feels like you walked into something.
Like when you rub a balloon over your
Yeah,
arm
it's,
and
it's,
you feel
it's
the
a little
hair
weirder than
stand
that.
up.
Yeah, it just feels like you walked into something. I don't even know.
My hair all over it just felt this, in my upper body just stand up. All right, let's switch this to the music.
I don't know why it's doing that. So this device right here will alert us See, it plays music. If you want to play some music, come play. This room is a model of the. Yes, Breezy, that is right.
What's that?
It says it did serve as a boarding house as well as a guest ranch house before becoming a TB sanitarium. Yeah, this place has been a few things. I think they said it was a hotel also. Are you guys hearing a static feedback on your end there? If not, that's fine. I just want to make sure that you guys aren't hearing it, and then we'll just bear it. Because we've already seen this a few times. We just want to go over it and have it for documentation. So let me know if you guys are hearing any static on your end.
You know, it had an old time school feel to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, Matt did raise that. It did feel like kind of like a school in the big dining room area.
And the reason why I say that, because I felt I was feeling hearing a lot of kids, like, you know, in the background whispering, playing. It was really weird.
Okay, they're not hearing. Thank you, Breezy, for that. You know, it's just technical issues, guys. We run into this all the time. When we start going live, we start having issues to stream. We did it today. We tested out before we went live, and then we try to go live, and it's not wanting to work right. So I just want to make sure you guys aren't hearing any annoying feedback. What a hospital room would look like during the time the TB and stuff was going on. We don't know if this is actually one of the rooms they used patients in, but this is kind of what it would look like. But this room here, this door right here that Matt will show you, likes to shut by itself. Yeah, guys, I meant the door likes to open. I don't know what I was saying. So I hear that this door is always shutting. But again, they do have claims of doors moving throughout the night. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Or opening. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get up, guys. If you can hear me. Shut this door. I want you to open it back up for me, please. I want you to open it. Okay, hold on a second. It's already moving. I'm just testing it real quick. So the door already is off.
Excuse me.
Yeah, because it's... So here, guys, I'm just going over just a normal thing. Like, you know, this door right here particularly is known to open. But, you know, I need to note that if it's not shut fully, it could possibly just come open. So that's just worth noting for future in case anyone has claims of it opening. The question is, was it shut fully? It's already opening when it's not shut all the way. I'm going to shut it all the way. But as you can see, guys, the door already opens. So if this door is left... So the lightest touch to the door will actually set it opening. So I don't know if, I mean, there's reports of this door opening, but I don't know if it's fully shut. Did that sound like it went in?
Yeah.
And look,
These doors
stuck on
do
the
feel
top.
really
Like,
sticky.
so it was kind of weird to notice if it was shut. Or if
So
it
it's
was
not really latching in.
Yeah.
It's just getting stuck. Okay, wait.
And if it just gets stuck like that, just imagine the force it takes to open that door.
Okay, actually it is latching because there's a latch down here.
It feels like it
Going
gets
to the
stuck
door.
at the top and then it latches in.
If there's anybody outside the door, can you open it for me, please?
Oh, did you see that? Did you see that on the bed right there?
No.
Looked like something was trying to manifest right there.
Latching because there's a latch down here. It's going into the door.
It could have been
Alright.
light shining on it, but it just.
If there's anybody outside the door, can you open it for me, please?
About there.
Yeah,
kinda
it's
like-
like kind of another orb of some
Yeah.
sort.
Nurse? I need help in here.
I think that feedback we're hearing is
Hello?
just the splitter.
I can't get out.
I enjoyed this. Was a really nice, good place to
So I'm seeing car lights coming through.
up and down the
Yeah.
roller coaster.
So I'm just noting that.
And it gets
The street is only
it gets even better, guys.
right outside the building. So there is cars coming down the street.
It's not like one of them places that you go to
So we hear music sometimes.
and you see something and that's it the rest of the night. This place gets better
What
and
I
better
am
and
listening
better
for right
and better.
now, not necessarily the door opening or knocking, I'm listening for footsteps outside the door.
Okay, so keep that in mind that I'm trying to listen for footsteps outside the door. I'm just listing what I can hear as just someone sitting in here, being quiet, open-minded. I did hear cars going through, just because there's a road right by this place. So I was just noting things that might be confused for, things people might hear in here. So I'm just ranting at this moment.
As if something's walking up. I honestly don't know how people would use these wheelchairs, It's all wood. Today it's all a little cushiony, softer. What do you think? You think these wheelchairs lasted longer or the ones they have today?
Probably them.
Just because of the
They
material?
built better.
If there's a male spirit, your spirit, I don't know if you know that, knock on that door, please. Did you hear that, or is that just me thinking I heard something?
And I heard it too on my left shoulder.
That's what I'm saying, it was
See
somewhere
that
that.
Yeah.
over there?
Knock on that door, please. Knock on that door,
Static,
please.
we can't hear it.
Yeah.
Let's go to another
They
room.
wouldn't be able to
hear
We'll
that.
come back to this.
After 15 minutes inside the hospital room, not much activity took place besides hearing some sort of bang or movement, which could have been anything. We decided to move on.
So I'm barely going to shut this door.
Putting on the Ritz.
See, I barely touch it.
Yeah.
It goes flying open. Let's see if it shuts barely going forward.
One of those dogs get out.
No, this one's go back.
Pull down the floor. I feel like
Alright, so what we're gonna do is shut this door. There's a patient in here. Hope you're comfortable. If you need our help, just call. Just call. So we're gonna make our way into the morgue.
The viewing room?
Yeah. So this is where they had placed the bodies, guys. As you saw in the walkthrough. And they kind of just set it up as a little part of the museum now. But this is apparently where they store the bodies.
I always put them glow
I'm gonna
sticks
set this voice recorder, guys, as you
for
see,
equipment at.
at the edge here without damaging anything. I'm going to kind of turn it towards the doorway. So if you're trying to make contact, I need you to come out and try to be as loud as possible. Use all your energy. Use my energy to communicate.
Can you tell us how much it hurt when you died? The pain?
That was outside, pretty sure.
This place is really small too.
Just communicate with us. That's all I ask.
It's kind of hard to get the
You can
camera
use
going
my
back
energy.
and forth.
That's the only thing I ask. You to communicate in some way, form. You can speak to me, or you can speak to Matt.
Yeah, but
Touch me.
them glow sticks are the trick. If you're ever filming or you put a,
I just heard a voice
expensive
from
equipment
that was
down.
outside.
they're really cheap. Just
Did you?
Yeah.
break
When
them,
we
put 'em in
arrived
your
at the
equipment.
location,
That
I
way when you clean
recalled
up, you
hearing
can just grab
children
it.
once we stepped out of the car. Were these the children I heard earlier, or was this voice coming from inside?
Touch me. I just heard a voice, but I'm wondering if that was outside. Touch me.
Like the voice where the children.
I just heard a voice, but I'm wondering if that was outside. Touch me.
And that's what
I
I'm
just heard a
saying, you
voice,
know,
but I'm wondering if that was outside.
it always sounded like we heard
Is that you
children's
speaking?
voices
Yeah.
playing. I mean, like kicking a ball and stuff like that.
Yeah, so that's
Guys,
another
I'm
thing,
wondering-
guys, I wanted to note is, you know, he thought he heard children earlier on, and then when we first got here, I forgot to mention, remember I said I thought I heard kids
Yeah.
laughing
Yeah.
as soon as we got out of the car, but it just seems a little weird. There wasn't really many houses around. If there were, they were
Mhm.
kind of separated apart, but it could have been kids. I mean, but this one was kind of weird. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's like 11 o'clock at this time. I'm hearing
Right there.
kids.
Yeah.
Heard
Sound
it.
like a little girl or something.
Hey,
But the thing is, guys, I did hear kids out here playing earlier.
Right.
Just catty corner of the window. I don't know what time it is. I don't honestly know.
It's got to be at least,
10 or
I don't know, what time did he leave?
It started around 8:45. He left. We got
He's been
inside.
here for 2 hours, easy.
So it's either 10 or 11 right now. Let's go to the room across from the viewing room.
Hi, Beth. Welcome in. Lunar Eclipse Paranormal.
Hey,
Also, welcome in, guys.
how you
Glad
guys
could be
doing?
here. Lunar Eclipse says I use the cat balls. They're cheap too. Little cat balls that have rattles in them.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
They said I'm gonna try the glow stick with balloons sometime.
absolutely. You know, that's the whole trick. Anything to lure them in, and you know, they like that stuff.
Yeah.
And you don't lose your equipment either.
So guys, I hope you know who we are, get comfortable with us, because we'll be here for a while. So there were people all through this house through the years. So I want to know what your story is. If you are George or the nurse, you are welcome to come communicate and say whatever you want.
And take note, it's really dark in there, and the glow sticks are good for like hallways and stuff like that.
Hello?
What is that?
It was a moan.
Okay, guys, so we're hearing a moan right now come through. I think I picked it up.
Do you realize I just asked what that was because I did hear it at the time, and I knew it was a moan.
Do that all the time.
I
Did
knew
you hear
I
that?
knew it was a moan. I just wanted to see if he heard it too, and he said it was a moan.
We're always
Hello?
testing each other.
That's why I said we're hearing moans right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello? Hello?
Sound like a soup commercial.
Hold on, before we do that. Who's moaning? Is that a patient?
Hey, little one.
I used to work at a hospital. I can help you.
Do it one more time.
If you guys
I
see a
noticed
dog in
when
the
we
picture,
yell,
we're watching some dogs.
they answer.
today, so.
What do you want me to say?
Yeah,
Like-
miniature.
Go to your top of your voice like,
Chihuahua, something mixed.
Do you guys need some help in here? Hello? It sounded like a moan, but then it
Yeah.
sounded like a kind of like a motor, but it's hard to tell.
yeah, but there was nothing going down the road.
No, I didn't hear nothing
It
either.
went,
All right, Beth, thank you for stopping
like
in.
That's
that.
what it sounds like.
Thank
Is
you.
there anybody in here?
This is a weird
I thought I heard
part
a
too.
voice or two earlier when we got here. What is your message? Do you have a message? Oh, look at that spider. What kind of spider is that?
Where?
Right here.
Oh, it's a daddy long legs.
That's not no daddy long legs, man.
That is?
That is not a daddy long legs.
Yeah, it's a daddy long legs.
That is a spider.
I just didn't want to get bit by some spider because I don't know what it was. I don't want to
They don't.
So,
hurt guys because we're in the middle of nowhere.
when we first drove up to the ranch here, in the car, me and Tyler did, and we had to get the keys from the guy who was after. Did we leave and come back? Go back in?
I don't remember.
I saw a man inside there.
Oh no, that's when we first arrived.
Yeah, I saw a man in there. I go, is there somebody in there already? And it wasn't the same guy. So then behind this door right here, as we were filming with the guy, I seen the same man. He was like behind the door
door.
The door there, and it kind of like spooked me.
Sure. I touched
Daddy
it.
Longlegs are like.
I touched it. And that's a baby daddy longlegs. Did you know that they're related to the black widow?
I don't know, man. I just hate spiders, dude. Are you in here?
What was that? Sound like a beep.
What the hell was that?
Sound like somebody laughed.
No. The sound kept going, but you kept talking.
I wanted to see if the sound kept going.
What was that? What was that?
You can hear it pretty good.
What was that?
You guys tell me what you hear.
Yeah, what do you guys hear in that? Because as I am like, I'm gonna get off this bright screen.
Hello?
As I'm standing there, it just sounds like the place is shaking up at the top of the roof. I don't know what happened. There was no earthquakes. It just sounded like it was coming from the top of the ceiling somewhere. But someone did mention to me later on, it sounded like an old like wagon maybe driving up to the place. And we can hear outside because the walls aren't, the thickest walls back in the day. They didn't really have that, so. And there was a door leading right outside here too.
This place,
right to the right, there's a door leading outside, I believe. But it was, I don't know what the sound was.
this place is full of surprises.
I can't explain the things we had.
Are you in here?
I'm just gonna play it again.
What was that? Sound like a beep.
At least we're hearing it.
Yeah.
Sound like somebody laughed.
No. The sound kept going, but you kept talking.
What was that? What was that?
Like, I don't even know how to explain this. Like,
What was that?
I can't tell you what all that noise
Hello?
was.
There has to be somebody outside.
It sounded like somebody was laughing.
No,
The
that
thing
sounded like
about
something
that
was
place
moving.
there is
That sounded like it was outside.
outside is a mountain
From in here.
where you
Oh,
can't.
right, but
Yeah.
behind it.
There's a
Well,
mountain.
there is
That's
there
part
was a
of the
neighbor
height.
next door, but that doesn't. He had to be up at 4 a.m. for like.
Oh,
we were
really?
told
Like
to
a
be
rat,
quiet
huh?
because he was
That
just
is... that is a fake rat somebody put up there.
That freaked us out.
A
at
dirty
first,
little
'cause
rat.
We thought there was
I'd
a
like
rat.
to know
in
if
the
you
dark.
are with us. Did you guys get food from this
This is-
area?
This
It is cooler in here.
Yeah. What was that sound we heard when we were coming in here earlier? Did you say something?
I heard it.
See your face, that's priceless.
If you're trying to speak, I ask that you speak up. What was that?
See? Priceless right there.
So guys, I am reacting to what sounds like, basketball shoes on a court or
Sound like
something,
this.
or shoes just skidding across the floor. That's exactly what I'm hearing.
Scuffling.
Like, I don't think any like the freezers or anything would make sounds like that. It sounded like scuffling of shoes on the floor. Like I've just
In
never
there?
heard of that before in the paranormal community. Just hearing skids.
What
across
was that
floors.
sound we heard when we were coming in here earlier? Did you say something?
So I just rewinded.
I heard it.
You can hear something in the background too.
If you're trying to speak, I ask that you speak up. What was
Priceless.
that?
I'm thinking something's just gonna walk into this place right now after I heard that.
No, it's not.
Oh, I heard
Right about
like
that.
sound like footsteps in there. or something.
I'm thinking somebody's just gonna walk in.
I thought I heard somebody, like somebody talking. If there's any spirit here, can you shut the door for us? Shut us in here. We're bad people. We need to be locked up.
You gotta bait him, guys.
Okay, if you're out there, I don't know if I was hearing footsteps.
Anyways, welcome M City.
Hey,
Cool
M
to have
City.
you here. It's been a while. Oracles and Beyonds. Hello. Thank you guys for being in here, by the way.
There's
I
somebody
really
walk.
appreciate
Yeah.
Can you shut that door for us, please?
I mean, shut it hard.
Yeah. Or some door.
Love that music.
Please.
Give me chills.
You know, it's gonna be crazy when we start sending myself in here by myself or yourself in here by yourself with the camera.
Let's get out of here.
Huh?
Go ahead and get out of here. I'll stay.
Well, I mean, through the whole building.
Yeah, it would be. You know, I mean, that's
Cool just to be in there
when
by
you're by
yourself.
yourself, you get a little bit more.
That like scared energy to yourself.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it is. I mean, they feed off the fear sometimes.
Yeah. Exactly right. So let me see if I can pretend that I'm scared.
So I'm telling Matt here, they probably feed off fear. And this is, I'm talking about us being alone later on. And maybe that will spike up activity. Matt over here thinks, let me just act like it.
I'm so
And see-
scared.
But it doesn't work that way. You've got to be genuinely scared that it's actually something's like going to get you or whatever you're scared of. You've got to make it real. You can't just. That's why I'm laughing because I'm like, you can't.
What kind
I
of
think
food
they
was
feed off your
stored in
adrenaline.
here?
Well, yeah, energy.
Or drinks? Because I'm getting hungry and I want some food.
God, I know, huh?
So it'd be
How long we
nice to
filming?
know what kind of food
4
was in
already?
here.
We filmed
3 or 4.
time.
12 a.m.
We gotta start using my CAT scan.
I'm gonna turn. Well, no, I want that light on.
The CAT scan?
Camera.
Can you tell me the name of the woman that was here?
I just
Who
heard a
just said
whisper,
something
but I
to
don't
me?
know if that was you saying something.
Right as we were about to begin an EVP session in the kitchen, I heard what sounded like a whisper.
Light on because can't light on because can't light on because can't.
So guys, I don't know if you heard that, but as Matt was speaking, as he was speaking, okay, I hear something else come up, and I'm not speaking at this time. I'm being quiet, obviously. So I tell Matt in the middle of this, hey, I don't know if that was you, but I just heard something.
Here?
I just
Who
heard a
just said
whisper,
something
but
to
I don't
me?
know if that was you.
Let me go back here. So this was a weird one because I heard
I'm
this
getting hungry and I want some food.
God, I know, huh?
So it'd be nice to know what kind of food was in here.
So just listen to this, guys. It's just weird.
I'm gonna turn. Well, no, I want that light on because camera.
Can you tell me the name of the
So
woman
I
that was here?
talking
I just
actually.
heard a
just said
whisper,
something
but
to
I don't
me?
know if that was you saying something.
But
Right
you
as we
see
were
me
about-
stutter. I stutter and I do like because I hear something talking, and that's not Matt talking.
It'd be nice to know what kind of food was in here.
So listen, in between where I'm talking, you hear something. Just
I'm gonna turn. Well, no, I want that light on because camera.
Can you tell me the name of the woman that was here?
I just
Who
heard a
just said
whisper,
something
but
to
I don't
me?
know if that was you saying something.
Right as we were about to begin an EVP session in the kitchen, I heard what sounded like a whisper.
Light on because can't light on because can't light on because can't.
Is that really
Because I believe this is the heart of everything right here. This is the 4 corners. This is the pathway. My mother used to cook in the kitchen just like this. She'd make them big old corn bread and she'd make the big homemade buttermilk biscuits. So I was wondering if you could talk to me right now. I'm all ears. Don't get quiet now.
What the world was that? We had just heard an unexplained pop right in front of us. What made this event even more interesting is the possible EVP that came right before it. It certainly sounds like someone's mad and possibly cussing at Matt.
Crazy.
What do you think it is saying?
Yeah, it told me. What did it tell me to go back myself? Something like that.
well, F you is what it sounded
Yeah.
like it was saying. Okay, guys, so here's the thing. We were actually, after this, I think we reviewed it. We sat in the dining room and ate some stuff, drank water. And I'm like, we need to listen to this back, see how loud that pop was.
Right.
And then we hear that voice, what sounds like a voice come in. So we did not hear what I just presented to you as that voice. That was not, I did not hear that before. And I mean, maybe it was the same thing. Maybe that voice we thought was a voice was something actually making a noise in here. I don't know. I didn't hear it at the time. And then we hear this loud pop that sounded like it came right in front of us.
No, there was a
So-
there's a picture right there,
Yeah.
and it was like something slapped that picture really hard.
Yeah.
It was like really loud then. You know, it was unbelievable. I was
I'm
like,
leaning towards it was something else because I don't know if that's what it was. I think it was something up here though.
You think
it
so?
could have been the picture, but you know when we do it, it doesn't sound like.
and you got to realize that when we're filming, he's filming me, when the lights in
something
your
got that
face and
picture
it's
went-
dark in there, all you can hear is hear
Pop that
things.
picture. Can you do that again? You mad?
Lunar Eclipse Paranormal says you're making
Come on
me
now.
hungry. Or him, I don't know.
You understand what I'm saying? You can
Or-
pounce on the wall or knock something over, say something. That kid who shot himself, stuff like that happens. It was just the wrong place and the wrong time.
There's a tractor going down the road at this moment.
Whoever had that gun there should have had it unloaded and put away. Wasn't your fault. It was your parents' fault.
I was getting emotional there.
Yeah.
Okay, so Matt was just messing with the switch here and it was started to flicker. You want to do that again?
A strobe light?
No, there shouldn't be no strobes on
You
that.
check that out before
That's
you
a
went
bad,
in there. All the lights and nothing like that happened.
No,
It's bad
this
wiring
light-
or something.
This light was off. It was,
It is crazy. Not supposed to do that.
so guys, there are reports of lights that flicker here as being paranormal. We will note that this one at least, I don't remember checking the other lights, but this one at least, when we turned it to a certain dial, it would start flickering.
I
So
think
needed
one of
to-
the claims was the lights would flicker or something
That's
here.
it.
But this is a wiring issue.
See, it's fine. When you try to turn it off, oh, this went on right now. And you turn it on, they shouldn't do that. Alrighty, we're gonna come back here.
I can't believe I lost 40 pounds.
Come on, little meter here.
Can you? A lot of hard work.
So why did you get mad? Because I told you that my mother used to cook biscuits and gravy and cornbread.
Yeah, so
My
right
mother
now
was
they're
a Southern
talking
wo-
about they think it was the lid to the
You know,
the lid that was right there next to the.
maybe we can look on it when we're walking in there filming
Oh yeah,
and see if it's still set on there.
that's a good idea. Yeah, we'll have to go in there and see if there was anything that was moved
Yeah.
that didn't look exactly the same way beforehand. Lunar says it could be the spirit drawing energy, but that is not.
You know,
she doesn't think that's what it
we
was.
felt like we were getting tired and weak in there, huh?
Yeah,
It's just crazy.
I was okay. I mean, I was getting hungry throughout the night, but
She can whip you up anything. Can you tell me the name of the person who cursed at me? You male or female? Come on now.
I'm gonna get clobbered one of these days doing that. Something. Bang.
Who did you say F you to? If that's what you said, are you upset with Matt here? If so, can you knock on the wall? I just heard that too.
And I was kind of feeling that it was coming from over there too. Like building up.
Just heard a
So
knock
guys,
down.
the reason I'm saying like adamantly, if you're mad at Matt knock, is because we're hearing those sounds of whatever, like the picture being, or what if it was the lid being moved. It seems that they have energy to do that. So I'm asking to communicate by making noise
This corridor.
at this point.
If that was you in there, if you're upset with Matt, knock on that whatever it was again, please. But louder.
No, they're saying that you're making them hungry.
If you're upset with me,
I know.
knock twice.
I was probably hungry too.
Yeah.
It's got a little orb dust.
So this is Tyler right here. And my name's Matthew. And we are here to figure out the truth in this stuff.
We decided to
Should've
head
been
out to the
creepy,
tack
huh?
room to see if we could find any sort of paranormal activity.
Shine your camera.
So if there's anything in here with us at this moment, you're welcome to make your presence known and communicate with us, because we've traveled a
This
far
place was
distance
crazy.
to come here. About 2 hours. And these devices that we are holding are devices to communicate with you. If you come up close to me in my left hand, you will see a green dot. If you try to knock this out of my hand, it will light up.
With no activity taking place, we head back to
I think we were in there for like 15 or 20 minutes only. I wasn't feeling too much out there at the time. Like I just felt like it was too small, and we got this big house over here we could possibly get more activity in.
Yeah.
the
It was
house
almost
and
like we were
investigate
going to the
more.
kitchen.
While taking some B-roll for the video, we had unexpected
Everybody
visitors.
laughing right now. Are you fat?
No.
Yeah. Hello, sir. How you going?
Oh,
Hi.
Hey,
How's it going?
I go, there's a cop. He goes, no way.
well, when I came by earlier, we're in code 4. Looks like it's 2 paranormal.
there's a big man in the
People
porch.
died and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And we heard footsteps come through here. And I looked at him and I go,
Set it down.
so we go out here and check everything out.
Yeah.
This ghost has been taking
was
us.
I don't know.
Even the cop had heard something.
Yeah.
It could have been wood adjusting and popping due to sitting and walking
Like,
around
is
the
somebody else
place.
in there?
After the cops leave, we move
That's what I
on to
was
do
thinking
some
he was
spirit
gonna
box
think.
sessions.
Who else is in there?
Who's in there? What are you guys doing?
So yeah, guys, at this time, after this investigation, I told John what happened. He says, "Oh, we've had so many people there, cops never walked up before." So
the first thing came to my mind though was when we were in there and I seen a man in the window. I'm like, you have got to be crapping me,
Yeah.
man. No way. It can't be that good. This is the Holy Grail. And then it was the cop.
then we saw flashlights, and
Like, oh,
I was doing B-roll, so I wasn't looking, but I did see a flashlight going through, and he said cops. I'm like, no. I'm like, nah,
It was a
not
cop.
again. Because we've had cops come in the cemeteries too,
telling us to get out, and I said, oh no, we ain't going
Yeah.
nowhere.
and we have permission in
Yeah.
here, and the cemeteries we're allowed to be there. And for some reason, we get cops all the time. And
I'm retired from the cemetery, and I was a superintendent at a couple of them. I always get permission all the time.
yeah. Well, see, these doors are locked. I mean, someone has to unlock them for us to be in there. So he, radioed his guy saying it was just paranormal investigators. I didn't show the whole cop.
And you called it too, didn't you?
Yeah.
We were in a car. He goes, "Watch, a cop's going to come up." Like, oh
Yeah.
no, we're in the middle of nowhere. I'm gonna come. They're probably
So,
doing something.
I mean, it's a good thing that they watch out for us
Yeah, it
too,
was good.
because I mean, you know, you don't know who's going to be messing around, go up there sometimes trying to get in. So, you know, I think we did tell him thank you for watching out. And
Yeah,
whatnot,
we
so.
did. And he
We didn't show
subscribed
the
to your channel,
whole.
I think.
Yeah, we didn't show the whole thing of the talk with the cop, but he did hear something in there. Something did pop at the time he walked up.
Enough to shine his light in the window and look.
Yeah,
He's like,
and
what? Who else is in there?
I,
Like, see?
I didn't want him to think someone
Yeah.
else is in there because there wasn't. I mean, it was just us.
We didn't want to become the ghost in there too, huh?
Yeah.
Crap.
I was like, I don't know what that was. But, you know, it did get a little on my nerves because I'm like, oh, come on. You know?
And we were tired and grouchy too. All right, who's the spirit that was mad at us? Oh, let me rephrase that. Who was the spirit that was mad at me? Tell me your name. Hello? They didn't even care.
The spirit box session was quiet throughout the night,
Yeah.
with occasional mumble coming through.
Play with that device and come through. Or try to.
How many spirits are in this place?
$20.
20. Wow, that's a lot of spirits. How come we're only getting a few at a time?
Can you tell us what city we are in or what town we are in right now?
So, guys, if you guys look at the thumbnail of this video, behind these are the windows, and this is where the TB patients were laid across.
Yeah.
Up against these windows. Behind this are the windows. So it's just kind of crazy to see an old photo like that and then just know we're in that same area where they were laying and
Right where the-
possibly died right here.
Right where the old beds were at.
Yep.
Oh, I did it again, huh?
You hear that little voice underneath all that?
Were people sick in here?
What?
Were people sick in here? We don't know no mumble jumble here. Come on now.
Did you see like a shadow?
We did.
Matt and I both
Yeah.
see a shadow move to the side of us.
I was like, what the hell?
Did you hear that little voice underneath all that?
Were people sick in here?
What?
Were people sick in here? We don't know no mumble jumble here. Come on now.
Did you see like a shadow?
We did. Crazy.
So if you guys see, Matt looks at the exact same time I see something. We see a shadow just, it looked like it was just there and just moved.
It was weird.
We didn't catch it on camera, but we both saw it right to the
As-
right of him.
As I looked over, I go, did I just see what I just saw?
Yeah, and I said exactly when he saw it, that's when I said it, so.
And you had that look at me like you had in there, priceless.
Yeah. Just seeing it
Crazy.
on camera. I was hoping it would like
I wish we would have caught it.
reflect.
I think
over
we might
here,
have
but
caught a little bit of it or something.
I didn't
Matt and
see
I
anything.
both see a shadow move to the side of
I
us.
don't know.
We unfortunately did not catch this shadow on camera.
We get all this stuff from you guys and donations, and we appreciate that. We need to use the bathroom. Wow. Can you help us use the bathroom? We need a trade. We need a change up, please. Talk to us. Please. We need help. Can you help me?
Anybody in here?
speak through this device for me, please? I would like to communicate with you. Come on, guys. I think we deserve a light to turn on.
$3.
I don't know. I honestly don't got one.
I honestly
I mean-
like the PSP 7.
This is
The original one.
I mean, it's not the 11.
Uh-oh.
What did you say? Is there a woman in here that was talking to us earlier? Anybody home? Who wants to speak? Like I said, we drove 2 hours here just to have a conversation and see that you're here. I respectfully ask you to do something for us, please.
There you go.
Hey, does that light go off by itself?
For sure enough, it did.
Sorry about that, guys.
No, it was bleeped out. I said, does that light go off by itself? And Matt answered by saying, it sure did. Not that it does go out. And that's how I knew. It's like, all right, well, maybe. Because it's Matt's light. He knows it.
There you go.
Hey, does that light go off by itself?
For sure enough, it did.
I apologize for that.
Who turned off that light?
There's a light up against the stuff on the counter. It's magnetic.
They take deep charges too, man. They last forever. Everything is kept on sucking everything out.
Who turned off the light?
I don't know. How did it turn off? Do they die?
No. It's got it goes like hours and hours, dude. Something drawed it. Dead?
Yeah.
Oh, no way it can be dead, dude. These things last, it's hot too. These things last like a long time. There's no way that thing could shut off like that. Nope.
Okay, so
Huh?
guys, if you realize this door right now is like halfway shut, there's no way when Matt walked out that door that he would have been able to get through it like that without just walking straight into it.
Not saying that I'm overweight, but
No.
No.
But I'm saying he would have to kind of maybe just open it a little bit, because even I wouldn't walk straight out that door like that.
that door was
I would have to move around the corner a little bit.
that door was so sticky that
Yeah.
when you moved it, you had to put like your might into it. It was
Yeah,
like,
there was a certain
well-
part where you had to push it in order for
Yeah.
it to stick.
And I remember you pushing it closed, and you said, "Hey, if it opens up, it's got to be something."
Yeah. But again, we didn't capture it on camera, so we can't state that it was for sure something paranormal.
Next time we go back there, I'm going to put a
That's what we're
motion detector on all the doors, so when they open
Let's
up,
see how you walk out of this room.
Yeah.
Who turned off that light?
Yeah. And then we go a little
But you did hear something,
and
remember?
look how far shut
How did
that
this
is.
door get so far closed?
I don't know.
I don't get
As
it.
I am returning with the light, I notice the freezer door is halfway shut. Could we have hit it on our way out and made it shut? Or was this due to some paranormal activity?
Hi, Nikki.
And that's hard to do.
Hello?
Do it again.
Let me just,
I hear somebody talking on the.
you did?
Uh-huh.
What I'm saying is, look,
Yeah,
you have to. It locks at one point.
I don't understand. And the thing was,
Starts moving. Look,
it would be a
it's
great
the
time
spot
for
where-
it to shut and not hear it, because we were running that spirit box, and that's all we could hear.
And you know, I
we
think
wouldn't hear that door.
I think you
shut.
heard it make that, and you
I
were
don't
like,
remember.
I remember seeing
Yeah.
it. I was like,
I don't remember, but I just know.
We were telling them to close the door, didn't we?
I heard a moment.
So guys, right now it's the witching hour, so we are going to go sit in one of these rooms. It's going to be the room with the hospital gear in.
We should have took our sleeping bag
And we are
down.
going to just talk
very loudly.
He's
But
already
we're gonna sit back and relax and see if anything walks, moves,
We probably
signs
could.
a door.
Yeah.
So let's go do it.
The guy's pretty cool. He let us stay the night.
So we've been here for a
I'll
while.
make breakfast right there.
I want to thank you for allowing us to be here, not kicking us out. I want you to just live life out there in those hallways the way you would.
So I'm just going to explain what I'm doing. So it's 3 a.m. You guys know the witching hour, whatever you guys want to call it. That's what I call it. It's when paranormal activity is supposed to be very active. So we decided to go sit into this little hospital room. And I told Matt, we're just going to talk out loud. I'm going to put a voice recorder right outside on the little ledge and see if we can hear anything by just relaxing and being quiet. I'm telling them just walk around, do what they would have done living in their time. And it's weird, I did say that. I'll say it right here. And then we start hearing some stuff.
Walk
You
and
guys-
talk.
Walk and talk.
Who is this George fellow? Everyone calls George. Who is that? If that person is in here still, I mean, I heard there was a lot of movement from something when renovations started in here back in the day. Can you make a noise if you can hear me?
Hear that? Hear that?
I'm hearing it on
Is
me.
that George?
Hear that? Hear that? Hear that? Hear that?
I just don't know why wood would pop that loud if there's a
Yeah.
temperature change going on in there.
Hear
Or
that?
creaking.
Hello? Can you say hello?
During our time in this room, we heard unexplained noises, maybe footsteps, and other movement, as if someone or something was moving around in the rooms.
Did you hear that?
Dang
I
blade
just heard a
being
wind
sharpened.
gust, so I'm wondering if it's the door in the back.
It might have been that screen door at this point. But it didn't seem to be moved after we walked back in there.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I just heard a wind
sounds like
gust, so I'm
somebody's
wondering
talking.
if it's the door in the back.
On my
If
headphone.
you're in there, can you come in here and shut that door that's in front of us? I would
We've been in here
appreciate
20
that.
something minutes at this point. Just hear footsteps like no other.
It sounded like I heard something in there right now. Move.
I might went like that.
I'm hearing all this and you don't hear it. That's why I looked over like that.
Well, I was kind of like in a corner,
Yeah. I know.
and I had the door. It was kind of like here, and then I had stationed the camera.
Like, you don't hear any of that movement out there?
No, I don't.
That's crazy.
I'm not gonna funnel right here.
I'm curious to go out there and see if there's any doors that are shut. Wanna go?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
So we heard like a lot of movement going on out here. At this point, I'm feeling a little sketched out. Like, what am I gonna see out here?
It was
Going
almost,
around this corner.
it was almost like a frenzy, you know.
Yeah.
Probably going through our stuff. Hey, what you got?
Don't know.
It was a cat and mouse here. I mean,
It's so quiet.
you go one area of the place and something else.
It's true.
The doors are all in the same place.
So I did note there the doors are all in the same place. This door, I don't recall shutting it or opening it any further, and the door over to the right, you know, that wooden door that was shut that looked weird earlier is in the same spot. So I don't know what any of those noises were.
I like to put a camera right there next
Yeah.
time.
So I said I don't know what any of those noises were.
That door's in the same spot.
This was weird too. I don't know what the hell that was.
Yeah.
I thought you banged into something that doesn't act like
Yeah.
I mean, this has something to do with this case.
Yeah.
You show it.
Did you do that? You heard it though, right?
Yeah, I heard it.
Who is moaning?
Did you just hear that moan?
Did you hear it?
I did too.
Who's moaning?
It seemed every time we went to that spot, we heard some weird
Yeah.
moaning going on.
I'm gonna ask you guys. I'm gonna be at this desk here, and I want you to just do something for me, please.
I want to go back.
If you're moaning, can you let me know what that moan is?
It was really weird.
I thought that was a goose, but there were no goose.
You know what that sounded like?
What?
That dinner bell tapping.
Yeah.
Let's go look back over there, because I know it came in here. Okay, so every time we hit a spot, something bangs right.
So again, guys, in the beginning, I said when we pass this, we hear a bang. So it has to be something with the wood on the floor in this.
Okay, so every time we hit a spot, something bangs right in this. I heard it again.
You didn't hit nothing.
What in the world is that noise? What was that noise?
Sound like an old bang clock or
Yeah,
something
like
hitting a dinner bell.
Like a,
It
It
went
sounded like a dong, though. It had like a whistle to it, like a
clong.
pot or something.
Every time I hear a noise like that, I think it's a door moving or something, but that door's in the same spot.
if you just put your headphones on here and you listen.
Can you
to
make
the
a noise?
background, You can hear.
You see, you scare me here.
Yeah.
I scared myself, guys. It's just
Same
freaking
spot.
stupid. I turned the light off by accident and it scared me.
Can you make a noise? For me? Oh.
My eyes were so
You
bright.
guys should see our bloopers. We have so many bloopers, man.
And then, sorry, we missed an important part here.
Can you make a noise? For me? Oh. You scared.
Oh, that light's off again. This was the second light.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what we were
We went through
hearing.
2 of these lights.
Right in that area right there. If you guys if any paranormal team members ever go there, start there. That's where
Put
you're
a
gonna
light
get it.
somewhere around there. See if it happens here.
You know,
Real hot.
back in them days, everybody ate in the
The
kitchen.
Acadia Ranch surprised us
Did all
with the
kinds of stuff,
history
you know.
and so many different
love right
noises,
there.
such as sounds of walking around, popping noises, and even whispers.
Light on because the camera.
It is too soon to conclude if this place is haunted because the sounds of knocking or walking could just be wood popping or creaking due to the age of the place. A door looking halfway shut could have been one of us unknowingly bumping into it. There were some unexplained activity that cannot be ignored. It requires more investigations, more equipment.
So guys, you can hear me going through a psychological analysis of what this stuff could have been.
And experiments will be used in the near future.
I might be a little over my head by going to that point, but it's just something to keep in mind when you're there. If you go there and when we go back, we got to keep in mind that certain things could be explained away. So we keep them open. But at the same time, you got to think about it, like, why are we hearing footsteps in the other room? Like, I don't think that kind of stuff can get explained. But it does move towards us, thinking there's something that could possibly be in here, so we're going back.
What was the
Determine if something
the
paranormal.
scariest place that you thought was in here that happened?
I don't know if there was a scary part.
Out of the ordinary. I can't say scary.
I think the
'cause we don't
whole
get scared.
place was just, I felt like there was just something there the whole time. With everything that was happening through the night, it was put in my head that there's something possibly here. And that's just, I'm leaning on it, believing it being haunted, but again, we're trying to collect data and stuff
Right.
that we can for sure prove it. So I'm not saying there's not anything in here, but I'm also not saying like it's, there are definitely ghosts and certain things can not be explained. Like some things could be explained possibly. So I'm trying to keep a level head.
Is taking place
I think
at
mine
the
was
Acadia
the-
Ranch Museum.
The shadow,
Yeah.
because it was weird. It was almost like something was crawling.
I don't know. I mean, because we both heard voices in there.
Yeah. Well,
You in the beginning.
the
me,
hello, but
Yeah, and then that, and then we saw the shadow, and then I heard the footsteps, and then the squeak. I mean, the scuffling of the shoe on the wood, the pop.
it was busy.
I mean-
the whole night. I mean, it was almost like they were. It was a reoccurring thing that they were reliving life over again.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of smart
Yeah. I mean,
spirits.
yeah. It seemed like there was two different things going on. It seems like there was some intelligent responses we'd
Yeah.
get with the knocks and stuff, and the telling them to walk around maybe, but at the same time, it felt like it was kind of residual. Maybe even with the walking around, maybe something in there was living a past life, and we're just in there witnessing it in a residual timeline or something. But it's hard to say exactly what's going on. I just know what we're after is what we can show you guys and what we can present to you. The walking arounds, the pops, the possible voices, that is all what we caught on those recorders that night. And this is why I'm saying this place surprised us. I think out of every place we've been to so far, this place has stood out above them.
Right.
Because again,
Because I even seen as we drove up an apparition in there,
yeah.
and then I seen one behind the door. I mean, I was, my adrenaline was pumped then. I was
Yeah.
like, oh.
So I mean, in regards to the recordings, I mean that's what we're after. We're after something we can present to everybody. So that's where we're at with this place. So, guys, I just want to say before we end this, thank you for being in here. I want to thank you guys for checking us out. If you guys want to, check in the description of this video. We have our social media links, Instagram, Facebook. We are selling t-shirts. If you guys want to buy a Truth in Life Paranormal shirt, if you're a paranormal investigator, we have paranormal investigator shirts,
Coffee mugs,
masks, if you guys are still wearing the masks, and that goes towards our our expenses for hotels, food, and the investigations, equipment. This isn't cheap at all. This takes, and that's one of the reasons why we are, slowly doing this, but I think over time, as we settle down and start make a schedule, we'll be able to do it. And with your guys' help, we'll be able to do it too. Also, guys, if you guys want to become a Patreon member, there is, I am going to start a Discord chat. So anybody that wants to be a Patreon, you can come and chat with me. You guys can chat amongst each other, and that's one of the perks of being a Patreon member. And on top of that, if you guys want to make one-time donations, I have left the PayPal down there. So it's just something to keep in mind, guys. If you guys want to support, you don't have to, obviously. I know it's kind of hard times, but...
And if there's any place you want us to visit or go to, or even a cemetery they have a relative that we can visit, put it down in the description. We could do that for you.
Yeah, comment, guys.
Yeah,
like this video, and that's comments and likes. That's what we'll appreciate more, because that YouTube algorithm will kick us in to where people will see us, so that we can present real stuff to you guys and bring awareness to the paranormal field. That's the most important thing about this. I'm using YouTube's platform not because of the glory and all the fame that comes possibly with it. I'm doing it so I can have millions of people see real paranormal research going on. My website's also in there. M-City, thank you. $20 donation there.
Thank you, M-City.
Yep. Appreciate that, guys, a lot. Definitely will be going towards the next investigation cost. So thank you for that. And guys,
we got some good stuff coming up for you guys too. We've really been busy lately. You know, even though the pandemic's been going on and all that.
Yeah, I mean, I just got a new job, so a career going. So I'm also working while doing this. So anything helps, guys. I appreciate it. Real investigations on this channel only, guys. Everything is real. Check the website down there too. I'll start presenting EVPs and everything, a written analysis of all the investigations, so that we can come back and keep these as documents later or in the future. So I have a lot of goals coming up. More content coming out, guys. I'm almost done with the investigation video from Las Vegas in Good Springs, the Good Springs area, at the Pioneer Saloon. So guys, be on the lookout for that too.
What else did we do?
And then me and Matt just recently did the Old Gila County Jail in Globe, Arizona. That
was amazing.
Pretty popular place. Yeah, it was cool to be in. So that will be worked on next, guys. So
I want to thank you for all the people who let us do that too.
Yes.
And Globe.
Yeah, thank you for that, guys. And guys, I want to thank you all for being here. I'm going to end the stream. It was a long one, so if you guys are watching after the stream, thank you again for watching fully into this. Let us know in the comments below what you think, and we'll be back.
We had fun. Thank you very much. We appreciate it all.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Until next time.
How did we do?
Pretty good.